force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's show time. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get it took, but my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity yourself. Don't make way for a prodigy.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. At their own 21-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a first down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They go play action. Young sliding out of the pocket. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. I mean, that head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Drill 52.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
Set.
Another run with Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
43 rail. Set.
Young on 3rd and 2. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 7.
Hut, hut.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Check white. Hut.
They'll run with Sanders. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ready.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Ready.
Young working out of the gun. That swung out wide to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here we go.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Set. Hut.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Short throw caught by Pitts. He stiff arms him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Gainwell will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove him down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed, right?
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Okay, right?
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
On the double.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Ready?
Young on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that can't be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Connection made with Chenault. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Young now. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake, Young. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd and 10.
Smash, red. Hut, hut.
Now here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Tremble, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have retaken the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hut.
Following the interception, Young. He's got Mingo. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 34 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. Fights forward at the 20. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They've got his man complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Hurts throw into the hands of Pitts here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Young will set to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Got it?
Second down and a yard.
Set, go. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Set, go.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 24. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 12. First down, Eagles.
This one out quickly to Watkins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 9-yard line.
Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ready.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. First down, Young. That complete to Downs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
2nd and a couple.
Set.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Ready.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Ready.
They go play action. Young. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now that they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
On the ready.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
On play action, Young. Rolling to his right. Young into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
We both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. In motion right is Mingo. They'll try to throw now. Young. This taken in by Downs. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set, hut. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
A 1st down throw for Young. That's to Marshall on a quick slant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stop down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Young. Here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on 1st down. They try and throw it, take a sack on 2nd down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
3rd and long for Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, this is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Going deep here for Watkins. And now here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
10 cycles. Ready.
Third and short yardage, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have it with this first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they take a knee.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way.